Hello, everyone. How are you all doing? I hope everyone is doing good. Today's video is on Flawed Villain and Princella the Queen Maker. They have this beef going on, and from the look of things, it seems like the Flawed Villain is the one fighting Princella because Princella is not replying her. So I started seeing Flawed Villain dragging Princella on ending for 2 weeks now, 1 to 2 weeks now. I started wondering what's going on. What happened? What did I miss? I had to do some research. Then I figured out that they had a live stream together. And according to what I found out, Princella was the one that reached out to her. So let's start off with the live stream they had last month. Then we will move on to the unending dragging from Flawed Villain. So this is the live stream. It's on YouTube.
Hola, how you doing? Go closer to the mic.
Oh, okay. Am I too far away?
Yeah.
There. Boom.
All right. All right. Your house clean and all that, huh?
Yeah, just really busy.
Okay. All right. Cause I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna have you turn your camera on, but if your house, if you got some stuff scattered, I understand.
Oh, no. I guess I don't know how to turn it on. I've never done this. Okay.
And then it should show a camera, a microphone, probably like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
How you doing?
Good. How are y'all doing?
So this is something that people been requesting. So I got to be honest with you, Miss Flawed Villain. I didn't know who you was at all until about last week.
Yep.
Because I don't watch content creators. So
Yeah.
I kind of stay in my own lane and my own. People either tag me to something, and I see a lot of people's names that get recognized. And I noticed after being tagged, you just seem to be a new name that popped up. And so is this Cecilia Regina person. That's a new name to me, right? That has popped up. So every few months, it's a new creator that everybody like, this man, this person. But I noticed that don't nobody say nothing about my name no more, right? So you just came to me about a week ago. Mm-hmm. And from what I understand is that it's always been controversy around me, but I understand it's controversy around you now.
Yeah, I'm a white supremacist now.
Okay, so I want to give you an opportunity to kind of, because like I say, I don't have an earthly idea of what's going on. With nobody in this space, I don't know who this Cecilia Regina person is. I don't know none of these people. I never even knew who Wizard Liz was. I still ain't seen a video from this chick, right? Yeah. So it's a lot of new people coming up in here. So recently, you have been on the rise, okay, with this content. But also recently, people hate you now.
Yep. I mean, that's typical.
Okay, but can you explain why? What is going on with you?
How did we get here?
Yeah, so the elevation from the content, the original content of the Centering Men, how did you end up blowing up from that? And then how did we get here? How long have you been trending with that content? And how from that time to now, how long did it take for this controversy to come? And then you can explain the controversy.
Well, I got fired from the Spicy Dance Club 4 months ago. So I was like, I'm gonna really get onto social media and like become like a content creator, just be my fucking self, that was my whole goal. So I started coming on here, setting up my fucking camera, just talking, right? Just being who I am, sharing my own experiences. And after months of grinding, posting like at least 10 fucking videos a month or a day, there was some traction. And then there was some jealousy created, I guess. And it's being said that I'm stealing content. And then I tried to address it kindly. I was being very nice about it. And then all of a sudden it just kept like snowballing into like much worse things. So now we're at this point where people went to my page. They found these videos that I intentionally left up, right? Mm-hmm. And they're saying that those videos that they cut together show that I'm a white supremacist, when in reality, I just have my own opinions on politics that I'm allowed to fucking have. But now I'm just being painted as this bad guy because I came up in this space. So that's kind of how I see it. Yeah.
So, because I'm just trying to get an understanding, because I don't really have opinions about it simply because I don't follow people. So
yeah,
I'm having to take before.
Okay, I'm going to pause the video there for now. So that was how the whole problem started. They had this live stream. It was up to 3 hours, approximately 3 hours. Let me just say approximately 3 hours. For me, I don't think anything really went wrong in that live stream. But I know a lot of people were saying it was like Priscilla was schooling her. It was like an apprentice meeting the master because Priscilla was doing most of the talking, and she came off as her mentor. It was like a mentor talking to a mentee. That was how it came off as. And it also came off as Priscilla was trying to make her clear her name, because according to her, according to Flawed Villain, she said that people were attacking her because they found that she voted for Trump. And they were like, you cannot be speaking for women and voting for Trump. So I think when she finished that live stream, and she went home, maybe spoke. Sorry, of course, she didn't go to Priscilla's place to have the stuff one on one. But I think when she finished that live stream and listened to what her friends told her, or people said in the comment section, I think that made her rethink everything. And then she decided to start talking. To be honest with you, I didn't watch it to the very end of it because, like I said, is up to 3 hours. I watched up to 2 hours thereabouts. So up to the point I watched, I don't think they had a problem, honestly. So now, what is going on TikTok is this: Flawed Villain is dragging Priscilla, talking about how she's not accountable, she's not preaching what she's not practicing what she's preaching, accusing her for being in a relationship with a lady, a girl, a young lady that is 23 years old, accusing her of grooming. You know what? Before I get right into all that accusation, let's hear from Priscilla, the prince maker's girlfriend. She said she's 24, going to 25, and Priscilla is 39 years old. But Flawed Villain said Priscilla is not 39 years old. She ran a research on her, and then she found out that she's actually 41 or 40 years old. We will get to that. Let's start off with this particular one. So I'm gonna
girlfriend. And it's recently mind you, I'm 24 going on 25. Mind you, I used to be a stripper. I can drink, I can rent, I can drive, I can strip for grown ass men, but I can't make my own relationship decisions. In the eyes of the law, I am a legal adult. And the law is the only thing that actually matters when we're going to get up here and claim sexual assault and pimping. And I find it so funny that all of this is coming from a woman who voted for Trump. Supposedly, no one can ever run game on her, but you got pimped by Trump, tricked by Trump. Same woman that used to speak so highly of Princella, the Queen Maker. All of a sudden, the mask is off. She's a fraud. She's all this. Well, why can you game? Right? You don't get to get up here and bring me into it using fake outrage because you don't give a fuck about me. You're trying to use me as a pawn against Princella to try to damage her reputation, which isn't work because guess what? The truth don't need no defense. Authenticity is authenticity, period. On camera and off camera. Anybody that knows this is who are not in their right mind, who are driven by greed, validation, manipulation, that claim that Princess predator. Thing is, if you see that from the jump, so you played yourself when you came on her life. Why? Because she's going to pull the mask right off of you. Ma'am, when you were on live, you could not speak up for yourself. You could not articulate and defend yourself. Yet you're so mature and you know game. Yet you voted to put a man in office who openly hates women. Mind you, you're a woman. Mind you, you're also now calling yourself a center men while voting a man. And also validating that by saying believe a woman in office because it's too dangerous for the global political stage. That's bullshit. You identify with being white more than you identify with being a woman. I think don't bring me to this. You don't know me from a can of paint. And now everybody is so concerned about my age, as if I'm not a legal grown adult. If I don't have a mind of my own, pimping, knowing the whole culture, being pimped out as a whole, you got to pay your pimp. Well, that doesn't quite align with my scenario because I get paid. And little do you know, I don't have to pay for anything. Nothing. We've been together for a year and a half, going on 2 years. Paid very well, might I ask. I have my dream career. I'm able to utilize my skills, gifts, and natural talents to take a position in business that not only adds value to me, but adds value to the community. And y'all are trying to our relationship is so bad. You're suffering for my safety. And it's total fiction. You don't give a fuck about me. Even as a stripper. And you really trying to sit here and act like I'm being pimped out again? It's my will. And since you brought me into it, it's the right that I speak up for myself. You will never beat the Trump charges because it's not alleged. You admitted to willingly voting to put the man in office. Look at everything he's done in 7 months in office. You're responsible for that. You're worried about your own shit. Reflecting to try to being in this relationship, not having to overthink, not having to worry things. Also, I initiated the relationship. I bagged her. I made the first move. Does that still mean or am I a gold digger now? Now what's the narrative? You're not hurting nobody but yourself, baby. Instead of taking your L lesson, reflecting and learn from it, you decide to go nuclear.
I don't know. It seems like the video is breaking. I'm not sure if the people watching can hear the video clearly. Seems like it's breaking. Anyways, let's move on. So basically, Princella's girlfriend came out to defend herself, to speak up, because Flawed Villain was busy dragging Princella, saying that Princella is not practicing what she's preaching. She has spoken about the age gap relationship, and when she spoke about it, she spoke against it. So why is she not practicing what she's preaching? She even went as far as calling her a rapist. She made reference to an incident that happened in the past where a lady came out to accuse her. She also said that Princella was married to a man that was 16 years older than her or thereabout. I'm not sure. And she said she was married. Then why is she preaching against marriage? She called her a groomer. This is the video she made reference to. I'm driving at something because just hang on with me. I'm driving at something because I don't understand the point of all this.
I'm a leader in my mentality, and even when you are, it doesn't matter what industry you're in, military, whatever, you have a code of ethics. The higher you go, it becomes ethical to date or deal with lower enlisted people, right? Because you have a power over them. So when it comes to, I don't care if it's a male or female, I am not for major age gaps because there is a power gap, and people are out power driven and ego driven, and most people in those younger age gaps end up getting screwed over, right? And I'm a humanitarian, and I'm about righteousness, and it's unethical for older people to be fucking with kids.
Well, that's very odd. That's very suspicious, isn't it? Someone that thinks that age gap relationships are unethical, why the fuck is she in a 16-year relationship with someone who's 20? Not only is it hypocritical, which I think is the lightest label I can put on this, it's actually just perverted. Moving in a 23-year-old into your fucking house in a year after she goes to your fucking coaching program about unethical behavior and
Okay, let me complete what she was saying. She said Princella is also housing the girlfriend. Whatever Princella is doing, that is not the focus of this video today. Like I said, I'm driving at something. Flawed Villain. Flawed Villain came back and made a video again today. If you go to her page, she had a lot of videos on Princella. So Flawed Villain came back again. Hi, Smith. How you doing? She came back again and made a video today and she tagged it apology video. She made it seem like she was apologizing for what she did. So let me quickly play it. My videos are not playing. I don't know what's going on, but I'm just going to keep pushing.
About Princella. So this is kind of embarrassing. I take back everything that I said about her. If I said anything fucking nice about her, okay, I take back all that shit. I take back any nice things that I said about her. You thought I was gonna let this shit slide? As someone that's worked in the club for 10 years and I see women get groomed and abused by fucking pimps, you thought I was gonna let this fucking slide? You thought that I would just shut up about this? Y'all thought I would just drop this? No. Because to me, I see exactly who Princella is. I see the games that she's fucking playing, especially on this new girl that she is housing, a 23-year-old that she started dating when she was 39, and now she's pimping. Honestly, I have to make an apology.
So my question is, what's the point? What's the point? The Flawed Villain, she's not happy because people have been accusing her. First off, her videos started showing up on a lot of people's For You page, and people started asking, who is this? Where is she coming from? Then there's another creator called Cecilia, I don't know her name, Cecilia something. And people were like, oh, they've displaced her and they've brought this person. Flawed Villain was trying to explain to people that, oh, that she does not know what's going on, that she's working hard on her own path, and that's why they are pushing her. But people were not believing it. People didn't buy that. People said there was something behind that. So watching her play this game is like a smear campaign. Like, what's the point? What is the point? I know she said that Priscilla has to be accountable for what she's doing because what she's doing is wrong. You cannot be preaching something else and practicing something else. I get her point on that. She should also bear in mind that people share their experiences based on their life experience. Priscilla being married before gives her more experience to share with people. That does not mean that she should not be accountable. She should not be responsible for her actions. Let's hear what other people have to say because we had a lot of people reacting to this. So let's start off with the reaction we got from the live stream. I think the live stream was what triggered her. She did not like the way Priscilla handled it.
Class who talked way too much and maybe didn't even do the reading. Princella basically sent her to school in college or grad school. What a smart professor will do is if someone is dominating the conversation, what the professor often will do is give that person enough rope to hang themselves. So Princella basically said, okay, you want to talk? Here's your stage, talk. And she really didn't have the facts. She didn't know what she was saying. It was brutal to watch. And she's just
Hold on.
Flawed
Hold
Villain
on.
is based.
Trying to see if I can get the audio. I don't know why the videos are not playing. I'm trying to see if I can pull it up. Okay, you know what? I'm going to play the audio. So I will start off with the reaction from the the girlfriend. Let me play the audio, and please let me know if you're hearing the audio.
Forever 23-year-old girlfriend. It has recently come to my attention that I'm being groomed, pimped. I don't have a mind of my own. I'm a child. Mind you, I'm 24 going on 25. Mind you, I used to be a stripper. I can drink, I can rent, I can drive, I can strip for grown ass men, but I can't make my own relationship decisions. In the eyes of the law, I am a legal adult. And the law is the only thing that actually matters when we're going to get up here and claim sexual assault. And I find it so funny that all of this is coming from a woman who voted for Trump. Supposedly, no one can ever run game on her, but you got pimped by Trump, tricked by Trump. Same woman that used to speak so highly of Princella, the Queenmaker. All of a sudden, the mask is off. She's a fraud. She's all this. Well, why couldn't you see through game? You're the expert, right? You don't get to get up here and bring me into it. The fake outrage because you don't give a fuck about me. You're trying to use me as a pawn against Princella to try to damage her reputation, which isn't going to work because guess what? The truth don't need no defense. Authenticity is authenticity, period. On camera and off camera. Anybody that fucks with me knows this. It's only people who are not in their right mind, who are driven by greed, validation, and manipulation, that claim that Princella is such a predator. My thing is, if you knew game, why couldn't you see that from the jump street? See, you played just you can't live in the first place. You obviously don't watch Princella because anybody in their right mind knows if you're not authentic, you don't got no business talking to her. Why? Because she's going to pull the mask right off of you. Ma'am, when you were on live, you could not speak up for yourself. You could not articulate and defend yourself. Yeah, you're so mature and you know game. Yet you voted to put a man in office who openly hates women. Mind you, you're a woman. Mind you, you're also now calling yourself the queen of decenter men while voting for a misogynistic man. And also validating that by saying you don't believe a woman can run an office because it's too dangerous for the global political stage. That's bullshit. You identify with being white, you identify with being a woman. My thing is, don't bring me into this. You don't know me from a can of paint. And now everybody is so concerned about my age, as if I'm not a legal grown adult. As if I don't have a mind of my own. And my thing about this pimping thing, coming from the strip club, knowing pimping whole culture. If you're being pimped out as a whole, you got to pay your pimp. Well, that doesn't quite align with my scenario because I get paid. And little do you know, I don't have to pay for anything. Nothing. We've been together for a year and a half, going on 2 years. Never asked me for a dime. I work for her company. I get paid. Paid very well, might I ask. I have my dream career. I'm able to utilize my skills, gifts, and natural talents in order to create a position in business that not only adds value to me, but adds value to the community. And y'all are trying to weaponize this as if our relationship is so bad. You're so concerned for my safety. And it's total fake outrage and you don't give a fuck about me. Crazy part about this is I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'm the healthiest I've ever been. I make more money than I've ever made, even as a stripper. And you really trying to sit here and act like I'm being pimped out? Again, brought me into it. It's only right that I speak up for myself. You will never beat the Trump charges because it's not alleged. You admitted to willingly voting to put this man in office. Look at everything he's done in 7 months in office. You're partially responsible for that. You're worried about the wrong shit. You're deflecting to try to clear.
Okay, let me just hold it there. So for flawed villain, the main reason people are angry with her is because she voted for Trump. But I don't think she's getting it. I think to her, she's thinking that Priscilla exposed her the more. Because while they were having the live stream, Priscilla did ask her to explain herself. Tell the people why you voted for Trump. She did not really give a reason that would make people see reasons with her. Even Priscilla went as far as saying, "Oh, you could tell them that you didn't know he was going to be like this." She said she voted for him twice, so it's not the first time. No, did she say twice, or this was the first time? One of it. She sounded like someone that did not feel bad for what she did. I'm not saying that she has to feel bad for voting Trump. Everyone has the right to vote whoever they want to vote. But the fact that she has audience and she's speaking up for women, this is why people are upset with her. Let me play another video on this. It's sad that my videos are not working today. It's really sad. I don't know what's going on.
So I made a post the other day about New Age feminism and talk about some content creators that I think are helping women. And it really didn't age well. So I want to redo my list, and we're taking Priscilla off the list because that is why, like, when you make content, TikTok, people are always going to show your old content. And it's like visual proof of her being like verbally abusive to her followers. And I've been on a few of her lives, and I personally think that, you know, me personally, it's taken me like, I don't know, 5 tries to actually file for divorce. And if you are like trying to leave an unhealthy situation or leave a, you know, marriage or relationship that you feel like doesn't serve you, that's really difficult, especially in the beginning. And you're already kind of like questioning like what's reality, like if this is a smart decision. So listening to someone that is making you feel worse about yourself, like just it's just giving the abused became the abuser vibes. And how I do think that she does have several like really good conversations and really good points. A broken clock is right twice a day. Like, just because someone says something that is fact doesn't mean that they are conducive to your healing. And so, yeah, like I said, I'm redoing my list. Flawed Villain, I really resonate with her because of she's sober. Like, she's truly on a healing journey. And so I think that before you decenter men, what needs to be at the forefront of your healing journey is self-development, self-improvement, self-mastery. Like, yes, decentering men is great. And it's obviously a big part of it. But if you don't really know.
I get her point. She's about Flawed Villain. But what Flawed Villain is doing right now, I think she's bringing negative attention to herself. She's trying to hold Princella, the Queen Maker, accountable. Which is, I get it. Both of them have accountability issue. And I'm not saying that anyone that votes Trump is a bad person. No. I think Flawed Villain needs to understand her audience and what they stand for. You can't be preaching something else to people that don't, you can't be preaching something else and doing something else. Like, we know that the Trump administration does not really support women 100%. And women are speaking against that. Women are not happy with that. So you cannot be voting someone that speaks against women or someone that have policies that are against women, and you're speaking up and saying you're speaking for women. That is what people are trying to say to her. But I don't think she's getting it, because she's saying she's still going to, because the way she replied to what Princella was saying, she didn't reply like someone that understood what people were saying, but rather she just gave a surface response. You can watch the video. It was the first video I shared on this live stream, and you can find the video on YouTube. It's up in 3 hours long video. If you have the time, you can watch the video. This whole fight is common. It's very common amongst women. It's common amongst people talking about feminism then. But one thing that is sure that I haven't noticed is this: I don't think men fight themselves this way. I don't think so. I will keep saying that accountability is important. Don't be a hypocrite. Practice what you preach as much as you can. But I think Flawed Villain is doing too much, way too much. You cannot use a whole month to tear one person down. You can't use a whole month to tear one person down. Yeah, we get it. You've passed the message across. It's okay. You need to put a stop to it and move on. Because if I go on TikTok, she's always saying one thing about Princella. Oh, she's this, she's that, she's this, she's that, she's this, she's that. And all these things she's saying, I don't think they are new to people. Because it's on social media, it's on the internet. One thing with social media is this: people are going to like you if they want to like you. People are going to hate you if they want to hate you. People are going to resonate with you if they want to resonate with you. There's some people that can like you, and the moment you start saying things you don't like, they'll start hating you. That is life. Me, I'm someone that I love to mind my business. I love to stay on my own lane. But I just felt the need to talk about this because it's just every time I go on TikTok, it's just too much. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? What's happening? Anything that has to do with women, there's competition. People want to show that I've been here before, or you should come pay homage, or I started this, I didn't start this. That is none of my business. Toxicity does not take anyone anywhere. Toxicity does not take people far. Why are they trying to destroy what is already going on? We are talking about women moving forward. This fight is not supposed to be the focus. We're talking about women moving forward, women breaking free, women understanding men better. Princella has good content. Flawed Villain, she has good content as well. Wherever she's getting it from, she has good content. I use some of her content in my videos. So seeing people fighting like this is disheartening to me, honestly. It's like I'm taking it personal. That's why I'm talking about it. It's not necessary. If she felt she needed to call her out, which I'm not speaking against, she has done it in so many ways. I think it's time for her to just put an end to it. I had a lot of videos to play, but I had one. I still live updates. Let me bring someone up to add to this. Hello, can you hear me? Live update. Hello. You can join the stream and say something if you have something to say about this. But to be honest with you, this fight is not necessary. It's really not necessary. It's not necessary. There are bigger fish to fry, not people attacking each other and bickering. No, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I understand that Priscilla speaking against 16 years age gap marriage. No, not even 16 years, speaking against age gap marriage and practicing it is telling. It's something tangible, something substantial for people to talk about. But dwelling on it is my own issue. Like you've said it, you've said enough. Move on. What message are you passing to your audience? What message are you passing to the men? Because the men are the people we are trying to stay away from. Anyways, I'm going to end this conversation here, given that my videos are freezing. They're not, I don't know, today's live stream. I don't understand it. I'm just going to end it here. And hopefully, the next time I go live, I'm going to get it right because it's like I've been struggling with this software. And it seems like my network is slow at night. That could be the reason. Maybe I might change my streaming time. so I can have a better stream. I had a lorry load of videos from TikTok, people sharing their own, giving their 2 cents and all that. Let me see if I can pull up more videos from this phone. I just said I wasn't going to like give up on the live stream. I did the first one. The volume wasn't up. I ended it. But this time around, I said, no, I'll just try and post through. 1 minute. Let me see if I can pull up the videos from history. Hold on. Okay, this one is talking about the whistleblower and Princella. Let's hear what the person has to say. It's a very recent video.
Spiritual whistleblower, because I was. It is so easy to clock Princella and the spiritual whistleblower because I was once them. Like, literally, Princella wants to be a fucking man. I went through that whole stage where I thought I would be better off being a man. Okay? I thought that, yeah, I'm just going to do me. I'm going to bag the baddies. Okay? It's all ego. Like, listen to what Princella said. She's naming the type of ethnicity of women that she had. Oh yeah, I had a Simon. I had this type of woman, beautiful. I had this type of woman, beautiful. It's all ego. She just feeding the ego. I've experienced both. This is exactly why I talk about mastering yourself. Once you master yourself, you find out what you really want. When I used to mess with women, I would tell them, I really don't even like women. I don't like this, but I'm telling you I don't like it. You're still going to do what you do because you think then I'm going to want to be with you. But then I had to actually challenge myself. This is how you master yourself. Wait, if I don't like women, why am I doing it? You feel me? Why? The spiritual whistleblower. Okay, I grew up in that quote. From 3 until 13 years old, I experienced SA. That's why I was hypersexual. So once I left, once I got out of that, all I would do is make content on my old page. I reached over 10K followers. Oh, narcissist is this, narcissist is that, narcissist. Well, every time you point a finger, 3 is pointing back at you. I was the same exact thing. I was behaving in the same ways that I would constantly speak about and talk about. I was doing the same shit, playing with women's minds, knowing that this is not even what I want, right? I'm not saying a spiritual whistleblower is into women, but what I'm saying is constantly screaming about who's a narcissist, who's doing this. You have not healed. You have not transcended that energy and look at yourself in the mirror and actually say, wow, I've been toxic in my life. So it's so easy for me to clock Princella and a spiritual whistleblower because I was literally these type of archetypes, architects, whatever, archetypes. I was these archetypes before. So yeah, that's why I'm so passionate about mastering yourself, because you master yourself, you see things differently. Once you know you are source, experience, and self, there is no need to shame and bash anyone because you have the same energy within you. Peace, love, and darkness. Stay rich, stay wet, and what? Dangerous, baby. I'm out, deuces.
Yeah, it should be all about you. When people tell you things, it's up to you to pick and choose what you're going to run with. Not because someone is a hypocrite means the person cannot have something nice to share with you. Talk is cheap. It's easier to say something than live it through. So when you listen to people talk, ask yourself, what exactly am I passing through? This message, is it of any good to me? Can I use it or can't I or can I not? If it's not helping you, you move on. But turning things into fight and chaos and it's not necessary, honestly. Toxicity is not good. And the mic, I think my mic is bad. I changed my mic. I have a couple of mics. I said, I got a new mic. I changed it for better sound, but I think this mic is worse than is the worst mic I've ever had. It picks up every little sound, every little noise, background sound. So I don't think I will be using this mic for live stream. I'll go back to my other mic. I have another mic I've never used because I feel like it's going to be worse than this. Sorry, I'm just frustrated with this live stream. It didn't come out the way I planned it. The slow network, the mic, the sound. It's frustrating, but it's all good. Regardless, you all showed up. Thank you so much. Let me don't sound like an ingrate. Thank you so much for your support. I see people are still here. Thank you. Thank you so much. I think I have to do more of live stream so that I can get used to it. Yeah. I'm not, I'm okay. Let me just say a little bit about myself. I'm a reserved person. Doing live stream is not easy for me, honestly. It's easier for me to make a video than go live. I'm like, oh my God, people are watching me. Oh my God. Oh my God. Sometimes I get anxious. Yeah, I do get anxious sometimes. And it always happens when I start off the live stream. And then if I give myself some time, I get better. But today's live stream, nah, the videos messed me up. My network, I don't know what's going on. Everything is just, I just couldn't focus because I had a particular plan. I had everything planned out, but now I can't play all the videos. Anyways, thank you so much for showing up. Always choose space. I love peace. I love to stay away from drama. I don't even know why I'm talking about this, honestly, because I've asked myself over and over again, this is not my business, honestly. But I'm like, it has to do with women. And I keep seeing Flawed Villain talking about, I'm like, this is not necessary. Like, just stop, 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 stop. You've made your point already. This is not the focus. We're doing it for ourselves. We can't be we can't be adding more fuel to the burning flame. We're doing it for ourselves as women. Humans will be humans. Humans will be humans. Any gender, you're going to see people, be it the male gender, the female gender, people are going to fight for a position. I'm better than you. I was here. I'm more fluent than you. I'm more articulate than you. I'm smarter than you. I'm this. It's human nature. It is human nature. Things like that are bound to happen. It's human nature. But she should just stop. Flawed Villain has to stop. It's just too much. She should stop and focus on her content creation. She said she lost her job or she got fired. I can't remember what happened at the club. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. Thank you so much for not clicking out. I know this is not the best live stream, the glitches and everything. Thank you. I really do appreciate your support. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow or I don't know when. But I need to do more live streams, so I'll get used to it. I'm really struggling. I'm really struggling with this live stream. I'm struggling. Thank you. Good night.